Growing up what values?
You say both your parents were pastors.
Yeah.
Like, can you talk a little bit about that, or just?
Well, my dad didn't I didn't become a PK until I was like grown to do whatever I want to do. But I mean, I've always grew up in the church, but it was like one of the things. I was a rebellious kid. Like my mom, my dad never judged me. They never did that. Like I used to get into my aunts and uncles because I wear jerseys and dress regular. And the Bible say, "Come as you are." So that's exactly what I did. If I, you know what I'm saying? If I throwback jerseys out and the joints was down to your knees, I was wearing it in church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know.
Southern,
depending on what type of church you go to, it's like that's forbidden. Like who is this heathen? I thought you're supposed to be Christian. I thought you're supposed to love everybody. Well, I got to be a heathen because I got no jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just to see how churches have changed is different.
Yeah, church had.
My dad never brought religion. Like he brought religion to our family. He tell me what's right, but it was never one of them things like judge me. That's my son. At the end of the day, he ain't killed nobody. He ain't hurt nobody. My son want to have sex with 100,000 women without being married. That's his business. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I can just be his father and give him good advice. Yeah. I can't make him be what I am.
You know what I'm saying? That come with time.
Yeah, but my dad's just not like that. My mom always knew. My sister, like for a long time, like I think that my child's mother used to think that my parents were okay with me having multiple women and dealing with different women. They were never okay with that. It was just that's my brother. That's my son. That doesn't make him a bad person. He was bad how he treated you. He wasn't right for how he treated you, but that doesn't make him a bad person. That's his choice, his preference. That's like going out and say just because this person is gay that they're a bad person. That's his preference. That's her preference to be gay. So if you want to be promiscuous, it's your preference.
That makes sense.
All this shit's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? If you project yourself and you be with yourself, like you can't get accepted by who you are as a person. You know what I mean? That's accepted for what they are.
Now, like being out in the spotlight, doing this and that, being around a bunch of women, being, you know, the nightlife is bunking. How did that affect being a father? What were certain things you did to make sure you?
Well, I'm still working on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like even with me, like I don't feel like I've been the best father I could be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can be honest and say that, and not to say. And see, okay, so I'm holding this to a different level.
Yes.
Because considering that we have a lot of shitty fathers out there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But it just depends on how you were raised. If I was to say how I was raised and me being, and then again, it's like, it's different because I'm not in the same household as my kids. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? All my kids have the same mother. Yeah. Well, I'm not in the household with them. So I don't know that because my daddy was always in the household with us. Since then, my mom and my daddy been married over 40 years. You know what I'm saying? So even when I got older, I didn't know that was different. I thought that was normal. But I felt like, oh, nigga, you weird. You got both your parents? Niggas ain't got their mom and daddy.
Niggas don't got
their mom and daddy. They don't. It doesn't happen in a black household. It's really rare, but it's a big difference even when dealing with women. I'd rather deal with a woman, and it's not saying that women are bad that don't have a father and a mother. It's that it's a little bit more, we have a little bit more in common. Because certain morals as far as family morals and being able to family values to be able to deal with. Like I meet girls that never had a family reunion. And they look at me like, family reunion? Y'all finna go on a trip?
Y'all bougie.
Wait a minute, you ain't gotta worry about your brother stealing my money? No, what are you talking about? If I get $100,000, I can give it to my mama, my daddy, my brother, my sister, anybody in my family, and not gonna touch it. It ain't gonna be a situation where you even have to worry about nothing.
Facts.
They're not gonna even borrow it. Like, you know how I look, you got 100, you got 100,000 right here, I just borrowed $100, nigga, goddamn, it's still my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never worry about that. My mom and my dad got access to everything.
I think having both parents make you balance. Like you more of a balanced person.
A different balance.
You more of a balanced person.
Because the problem with this, and this is the reason why I'm part of a group called Fathers Inc. And some people probably think that, yeah, it's called Fathers Inc. Fathers Incorporated, fatherhood is brotherhood. So it's one of those things like, I got into it, they explained me what their mission was, and I was like, yo, that's what I'm on. Because it's about being better fathers. You know what I'm saying? It's about actually being in the life of your kids. Even if it's not an everyday situation. Right. If you on a situation where you got them every other weekend, you need to make sure you have them every other weekend. It's just being responsible, having a bill in your life. Because I feel like it's going to be a time where that little boy's going to grow up and his mama might have to be like, I can't do nothing with him no more.
Yeah, boys in the hood.
But at certain times that what's messed up is that this woman can't do nothing with this little boy. So who's she going to pass him off to? Because daddy ain't there.
Yeah.
So who's going to take it to the next level? Even if she did the first 10 years herself by herself, it's going to get to a point that after that 10, he start growing hair on his nuts and balls drop. Certain thing as a man, you're not gonna be, you can't do that.
That's like a reverse Bill Cosby moment.
What?